The House will come to order. The Knutson Senate Sergeant at Arms is recognized.
Madam Speaker, we have the honor to announce the arrival of the Honorable Andy Barron, President of the Knutson Senate, and members of the Knutson Senate of the state of Minnesota.
Please escort President Barron and the members of the Knutson Senate into the chamber. The Knutson Senate Sergeant at Arms is recognized.
Madam Speaker, we have the honor to announce the arrival of the Youth Cabinet of the state of Minnesota and the Youth Supreme Court of the state of Minnesota.
Please escort the members of the Youth Cabinet and the Youth Supreme Court into the chamber.
Really aggressive clap.
The Knutson Senate Sergeant at Arms is recognized.
Madam Speaker, we have the honor to announce the arrival of the Honorable Joe Anderson, Youth Secretary of State-elect of the state of Minnesota.
Please escort Secretary Anderson into the chamber. The Joint Convention will come to order. Please rise for a moment of silent prayer, meditation, or reflection, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. The President of the Knutson Senate, the Honorable Andy Barron, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Announcements.
The President of the Joint Convention announces the following Joint Committee of the Sanford House and Knutson Senate to escort the Honorable Jill Hallbrooks, Judge of the Court of the Appeals of the State of Minnesota, into the chamber. Rep. Watson, Rep. Villanueva, Rep. Hickman, Rep. Taylor, Senator Treat, Senator Wallenhorst, Senator Thiessen, Senator Gutierrez.
The Knutson Senate Sergeant at Arms is recognized.
Madam President, we have the honor to announce the arrival of the Honorable Jill Hallbrooks, Judge of the Court of Appeals of the State of Minnesota.
Please escort Judge Hallbrooks into the chamber.
Is she real?
Announcements.
The President of the Joint Convention announces the following Joint Committee of the Sanford House and the Knutson Senate to escort the Honorable Hayden Schutt, Youth Governor-elect of the state of Minnesota, into the chamber. Representative Watson, Representative Villanueva, Representative Hickman, Representative Taylor, Senator Treat, Senator Wallenhorst, Senator Thiessen, and Senator Gutierrez.
The Knutson Senate Sergeant at Arms is recognized.
Madam President, we have the honor to announce the arrival of the Honorable Hayden Schutt, Youth Governor-elect of the State of Minnesota.
Please escort Youth Governor-elect Schutt into the chamber. I have the honor to recognize Judge Hallbrooks to administer the oath of office to the members of the Youth Legislature, the Youth Legislative appointed officials, and to the Youth Speaker of Sanford House, Youth President of the Knutson Senate, Youth Secretary, and Youth Governor.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Minnesota Judicial Branch, I welcome you to this joint convention and commend you for your participation. I'm honored to be part of this important ceremony this afternoon. Would all of the members of the legislature please rise? Do you, and all of you, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon you as youth legislators of the state of Minnesota to the best of your judgment and ability? So help you God. If so, please say I do.
I do.
Congratulations. Thank you. Would all of the legislative appointed officials please rise? Do you, and all of you, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon you as appointed officials of the Youth Legislature of the State of Minnesota to the best of your ability and judgment, so help you God. Congratulations. Ms. Kale?
Behind you.
Do you, Caroline Kale, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon you as Youth Speaker of the Sanford House of the state of Minnesota to the best of your judgment and ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations. Do you, Andy Baran, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon you as Youth President of the Knutson Senate of the state of Minnesota to the best of your judgment and ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations. Do you, Joe Anderson, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon you as Youth Secretary of State of the state of Minnesota to the best of your judgment and ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations. Do you, Hayden Shue, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon you as Youth Governor of the state of Minnesota to the best of your judgment and ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Halbrooks. I have the honor to introduce the Youth Governor of the state of Minnesota, Hayden Shue.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a glass of water quick. It's kind of dry in here. All right, thank you. Delegates, welcome to the Minnesota State Capitol. Welcome to Youth in Government. Welcome to your 64th Model Assembly. For more than 60 sessions, the youth of Minnesota have gathered to debate policy and create change for those around them. The youth before us have paved the way for our current generation to experience Model Assembly we know today. The creation and addition of program areas and facilities have made the Minnesota Model Assembly Conference one of the most concrete and structured programs in the nation. This year, at our 64th Model Assembly, I am proud to announce a new Youth in Government engagement activity that promotes the Y core values along with community. The 64th Model Assembly has teamed up with the American Red Cross to thank our servicemen and women that have given all of us this opportunity to experience democracy and government at its finest. On Saturday night, in the craft room, we will all be able to have the opportunity to write letters of gratitude and thanks to our military members serving overseas. To find out more about this unique opportunity, tune into the media this weekend and attend the craft room on Saturday night. This is our opportunity to give back to those who have given us so much. During this conference, we must all follow the YMCA's core values of being caring, honest, responsible, and respectful. Clean up after yourselves, speak truthfully, and respect one another's words. I would like to add another important value to this list, the value of community. The importance of community is a value that is often overlooked. We must lift each other up instead of attempting to tear each other down. Be grateful of your roots and be proud of your own story. Give back to those around you and to those that have lifted you up in your own times of need. In today's world, we mostly value these traditions, but always end up looking towards our own future. We spend our days pondering the unknown. A heavily divided federal government, vacancies in state positions, and sometimes reluctant local governments. But this weekend, I urge all of you to live in the present and in the now. Continue to task yourselves with thinking outside of the box, with stepping outside of your own comfort zone. Speak loud and proud, meet new friends, and find your voice. This advice was given to me during a conference that I attended in Montgomery, Alabama for youth and government. Despite being only 16 and a novice officer at the time, I was asked to travel with the outgoing youth officers of that year as ambassadors to the Alabama State program. This youth and government journey was an experience that changed my life greatly. I was extremely nervous to be venturing with people I didn't know outside of my own delegation, and most importantly, with veteran YIG delegates. Yet, venturing into the unknown, I was ready to leap outside of my comfort zone. I'd found it oddly ironic that I would be experiencing the same adventures as these veteran YIG participants. 4 months prior, I was hesitant to even raise my hand in a school lecture. I realized that I would be as much a part of their stories as they would eventually be of mine. Yet, I still found myself a body of nerves. I felt as if these delegates were going to judge me about my own YIG experiences and about my knowledge of the government and of law. But as the conference continued, my fears became almost laughable to me. At the end of the conference, I eventually admitted my own self-doubt and my embarrassment to my new friends. I was expecting all of them to laugh at me or to shrug it off, but I was met with their astonished glances. They were surprised to hear my own story of anxiety and self-doubt. In their own eyes, I was seen as an equal, but more importantly, as a friend. These new friends would eventually become the first people that would encourage me to run for youth governor. As I've expressed, it is very easy for oneself to look down on us, to believe that we are not good enough or not important enough. But every delegate, one time or another, has been in your exact same position. Many of us feel unsure of our abilities, but I do promise you, delegates, that if you take that leap and leave your comfort zone, you will grow. During this conference, promote inclusion and acceptance. Ignore insecurities and branch out with kindness and with love. It is astonishing to me that hate is used more often in our leadership world than love. Why people would choose to bring someone down rather than bringing them up is something that I have never understood. But that, you see, is the beauty of youth in government. Love and respect are cherished here above everything else. As delegates, hate and disrespect are beneath us. YIG is where I've always felt loved and included. It is where the youth of the state are proudly able to share their opinions and debate political issues together. It is where we have learned to listen to others with compassion and with honesty. It is a place where we push each other to become involved and to blossom. It is a place where we have discovered our own self-identities and where we have met the most incredible people on this planet. So, that being said, this weekend, ask questions and be curious. Be confident and honest with your answers. We are all here to learn and experience democracy at its finest. Believe in yourself, and do not forget to breathe in times of stress. Lend your knowledge when needed and speak up about your passions in your own life. Meet new friends and find common ground. You may just find your best friend sitting right next to you. Share your story and present your own ideas with pride. Be a support system for that someone in need or who is deserving of a smile. but most importantly, be yourself. Like I had said previously, this is where the magic of youth and government comes alive. When love, caring, honesty, and respect are at their maximum. Where we put others before ourselves. Where we love, we grow, we change. Today is that day for change, delegates. Lead this conference and the world for the better. Thank you.
I have the honor to introduce the Youth Chief Justice of the Minnesota Supreme Court, Anna Bixby, to review the Code of Conduct.
Good afternoon, delegates. My name is Anna Bixby, and I am your 2018 Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and I have the wonderful honor of covering the Code of Conduct for you today, a very riveting piece of literature that you will find in your books. Let's see. Let's start with everyone's favorite topic, sex. Don't do it, at least not here. Not in these 4 days, not anywhere on the youth and government vicinity. Just restrain until you get back home. Because believe me, the last thing that we want to do is have to tell your parents that that is why you are getting picked up at 2 a.m. Same goes for going into other people's rooms. It is absolutely not allowed. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend. There's absolutely no going into anybody else's room. The only people who can be in your room are yourself and the 2 to 3 other people who got a room card. Absolutely no drugs or alcohol. There are actually a lot of really young resource advisors here who are in college or recently out of college. They know what alcohol smells like, and you will be sent home. That'll be fun. Let's see, moving on to more appropriate drinks, the only beverage that is allowed in the Capitol is water. And please refrain from drinking water in the chambers. It is okay to do it outside of the chambers, and there is no gum or food allowed. Keep in mind that we are the only youth group that is allowed this access to the Minnesota Capitol. The only other group that comes close is Girls State, and they only get to sit in these chairs that you're sitting in for about 3 hours. So they probably brought food into the Capitol or something, and then were banned after that. Let's see. That's the most important part, except for one thing that is the most important above all, which is respect for other people. And as we come into youth and government, this is a place where some people feel the most accepted, and some people feel like they can meet friends who really relate to them and they can be themselves. It is really important that you take this opportunity, that in your interactions you leave people better than when they were when they first came here. I'm so excited for this weekend, and I cannot wait to see how all of you grow and what all of you learn and the friendships that you make this weekend. Thank you.
I have the honor to introduce the State Steering Committee Chair, Jane Gadara.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 64th Annual Model Assembly Session. My name is Jane Gadara, and I am your Steering Committee Chair. I hope that you all are as excited as I am for the next few days. I'd like to take this time to discuss Why I Give, among other opportunities this weekend. Why I Give is our student-to-student fundraiser where delegates in YIG are able to give back to the program by donating loose change, in which directly funds financial aid scholarships for youth and government programs. 1 in 4 delegates in Model Assembly receive some sort of financial aid, so this campaign is essential to supporting students' passion for government. The Why I Give fundraising campaign is continuing for its 5th year. This year's goal is $2,500. We are able to reach this goal, but we need your help. Our main table for donations is in the Skyway at the Hilton during mealtimes, but this year we are not allowed to fundraise at the Capitol, so you make sure to stop in the Skyway when you are able to donate. Of course, we wouldn't ask you to donate without a little incentive. If you donate $3, there is a Why I Give bracelet. For $5, you are able to receive an exclusive Youth in Government sticker, and $8 gives you the opportunity to write on a poster why you give, as well as a lanyard to replace the one you wear now. We also have a great way and a great deal. For $10, you can receive 2 of the previously stated items. All in all, Why I Give is a great way to support students in youth and government. Delegates receiving financial aid are all throughout YIG, from the girl debating passionately about euthanasia to the person sitting next to you. It might even be you. Please consider the importance of giving. There is no better place to learn that than at Youth in Government. Another thing is this year's senior send-off. The senior send-off will be held on Saturday at 7 p.m. in Marquette 3 at the Hilton. Not only are there cool prizes to be won, but this is an opportunity to learn about the YIG Alumni Network and how to maintain your relationship with YIG after you graduate. This is also an opportunity for career development, as YIG keeps your information so you can stay connected with the network of amazing YIG alumni. If you are in grades 10 through 12 and are interested in extending your YIG career into the summer, please consider attending the summer program's information session regarding the Conference on National Affairs and National Judicial Competition. The info session will happen on Saturday night at 8 p.m. in the Director's Row 3 and is a great introduction to the summer programs offered by YIG. There, we will also talk about Model United Nations, Youth in Government's other conference during the school year. Lastly, there is the YIG app. You can download the app using the QR code or URL on the back of your session book. The app is like a session book on your phone with everything in one place. It also includes elected officer and appointed official filing forms if you are interested in running for office or applying for a position. The app is also a place where any updates coming from the conference are sent out, so please download it to stay in the loop. Have a great weekend, delegates. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Announcements.
There are no announcements at this time.
The distinguished Knutson Senate Floor Leader, Senator Berger, is recognized.
I move the Joint Convention do now adjourn.
Senator Berger moves that the Joint Convention do now adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. The motion prevails. The Joint Convention stands adjourned, and the Sanford House stands in recess until 8:30 p.m.